What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of The Spicy Chicks. I'm your host, Jada.
It's your girl, Big Win.
And we are back together again. It's been a while. So we're excited to have this episode with both of us back. We're going to jump right into it because this is a topic that we both been playing around with a while. We didn't have a chance to talk about it on air, but I had a friend, a mutual friend of ours, that texted me and said that we should talk about this. So I was like, perfect opportunity. So I'm not going to say who he is because he told me to keep him anonymous because this is like personal to him. So I did ask him to come on the show, but he was like, I don't want to like ruffle the feathers of my friends. So I'm going to read the text of the topic that he wants us to kind of dive into. Okay, so the title would be Low Energy Friendships. But I also want to bring into low energy relationships as well. All right, so he says, hey, Jada, you and Wen have a great podcast, da, 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 da. He was like, I have a topic for you guys. He says, can we talk about friends who are passive in your life or halfway in it? And he gives an example. He says, I know two people who text and call me all the time, but don't make any effort to hang out or invite me to anything. One is kind of a close friend, so I'm afraid to cut them off. The other, I don't really know, but they keep saying how they want to hang out, but won't make any plans at all. So I don't even respond anymore. So now they just hit me once in a while, just for the fuck of it, and it's annoying. Then he goes into more detail and he says, and I think back, Jada, to people who want to be cool with me sometimes, or who have put in all the work in the friendship, but not giving anything else. So I don't know what to call that. Would that be considered low energy? So this is something you and I have talked about before. I think this particular topic is important because I've been on both ends of it. I've been the friend that felt like my other friends were low energy, and I've been accused of being a low energy friend. So I can talk on both sides of it. But I wanted to, dive deep into that today.
So is he trying to get like second date update, people call in, like, they trying to get advice about the situation? Was he trying to get advice about the situation?
Yes.
Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Because he was saying it happens to him all the time. And I was like, we haven't recently talked about it, but I remember maybe a couple of months ago, you and I talked about this. Mm-hmm. And then maybe a year ago, we talked about this. Mm-hmm. So I was like, we definitely can go ahead and dive deep into that conversation for him, just to see what other people out there are thinking. And do you guys experience this? But like I said, I've been on both ends. So
his friends text him, he's saying, but they don't make plans to really hang out.
Right. One of the friends, his new friend that's recently, like, he met this person at work or wherever, and they're like, oh, let's hang out. But they're not putting no effort into actually planning anything to go do anything. And he was feeling like, if I planned it, it probably would work. We probably would do something. Mm-hmm. But if I leave it up to them, ain't shit gonna happen. Then he said he has the close friend that's recently been doing it, but he don't want to cut them off because they're so close.
Has he talked to them? And granted, you may or may not know that. I was wondering if he said anything, because when you value friendships, you have to have uncomfortable conversations at times. So if it is something that's really, really bugging you and you value the friendship, say something. Like, I feel like, hey, you always text me and we connect via text, but as a friend, I need more than a text buddy.
I need more.
If we're saying that we're going to hang out, but we never do it, it's kind of like, it's nothing but space and opportunity for us to hang out. Everybody's busy and people kind of make time for what they want to. So either we're going to put some real action behind us making plans and hanging out, or just stop bringing it up at all. Because at this point, I just feel like you're full of shit. Because you're just talking. Mm-hmm. You're talking about hanging out, but we don't do it. And to spin off what you're talking about with relationships. I know plenty of men who have like, we're going to go out on a date. We're going to go here. We're going to do this. We're going to do that.
And don't shit happen.
And don't nothing happen. So it's like, why are you even like wasting time or wasting your breath trying to tell me that we going here and doing this and doing that, knowing good and damn well we ain't going nowhere. We ain't doing shit. It's like, what do y'all get out of just verbally saying or like asking me?
It out there,
yeah, right? You got the nerve to ask me when I'm free and this and that, knowing damn well you don't plan to occupy my free time. So why the fuck are you even asking when I'm free? Or, what do I like to do, or whatever the case may be? Because it's just talk.
It's just talk.
Yeah,
it's just mindless chatter.
Yeah, why?
No, I'm giggling, y'all, because I know exactly what she's talking. I know specifically who she's talking about, but that's why I'm laughing. But I don't know, like, do you think? Okay, I hate to do this, but I feel like there's a certain character type of man that does that. Do you agree with that, or do you think like most men do that?
So when you say certain character of men, like what you mean?
Them Casanovas. Them Casanovas always got the gift of gab because they have so many options. So they feel like I can just tell this one anything, that one anything, because one of them gonna hit, one of them gonna bite the bullet. You know, one of them's gonna catch the bait. So I really don't have to stand 10 toes down on anything I say because one of these women are gonna go for it. So they just be saying anything.
I'm glad you said that though, because I'm finna find it. It was a meme that I recently just shared. It's probably still on my story now, which is why it's on my head. That let me go back real quick.
Dang, my straw fell. Y'all didn't see that. My straw fell. That's okay. But yeah, I definitely feel like it's a certain type of guy that does that.
Yeah, it was basically, I can't find it right now. I think it's gone. But it's like basically a real bitch is not gonna let you keep playing with them but for so long. After a while, she's gonna leave your ass right where you stand. And that's just gonna be that. So it's only gonna be but so many times you're gonna be able to tell a girl, hey, we doing this or we're doing that, and you just kind of throw out things that never land.
She keep hoping.
Yeah.
Oh, he gonna do it.
Yeah. Because after a while, we started thinking y'all a clown.
Well, we do think you're clowns. We think y'all are clowns when you do that.
Yeah.
We talked about this a couple of episodes ago with the WYD text. I feel like that's all a part of the low energy relationship type shit. Low effort. That's what you called it. Low effort.
Yeah.
Low effort dudes. Low effort niggas. That's what we called it.
Yeah.
And like, stop texting me, what are you doing? Or how's your day? Or what was the other one? Good morning?
Now, I'm okay with how's your day going because I could
6
really
times
like...
in the one day? Why you keep asking me, bro?
Now, the good morning, a lot of times, that was iffy because a lot of times y'all texting 6 other bitches good morning too.
Damn.
So it's kind of like...
Damn.
You could have just spared me with that one.
Damn. That's facts though.
Yeah, the good morning one is a little iffy.
How you feel about the WYD though? I don't like
a lot of times, if a nigga know me, you know what the fuck I'm doing. So you don't have to ask me what you doing.
You post so much, people can guess. Even if it's not accurate.
Yeah.
They could guess what you're doing.
Or if it's between the hours of like 8 and 5. I mean, everybody's at work. I'm at work. Like, man, you already know what the hell. And what kind of response I'm supposed to have for being at work?
Hey, I'm at work.
I'm having a great, like, work is just so amazing.
Had lunch with my coworkers. Like, I don't know.
Work is work. Hit me after 5. Then you can ask me what I'm doing, because chances are I probably am doing something because I'm off of work. But you hitting me between the hours of 8 and 5, yeah, I'm at work.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna be super transparent right now. So this is like maybe a little after college. Like I said, I've been on both ends of this topic. So a little bit after college, some of my besties would get irritated with me because I wouldn't like spend as much time with them that I had previously done. And their reasoning behind that was that, you know what, every time you get a new job, or every time you get a new man, or every time you get new friends, you don't spend as much time with us, so we feel like you're not putting no effort. So I feel like they were saying that I was a low effort friend in the moment. But let me give my disclaimer on why I think that's a whole bunch of fucking bullshit. And I hate when bitches say stupid shit like that. Because, one, any woman, and I just feel like no matter what, and women that say they don't do this are lying. This is just what I feel. Any woman that gets into a new relationship is going to give a lot of time in that relationship. You know why? Because you have to nurture the fucking relationship. You have to put time in the relationship. You got to get to know the person that you're newly in a relationship with. So guess what? Your real friends should have enough fucking common sense and wherewithal to understand that, you know what? She got a new man. She gonna spend a little bit more time with him. I'm not gonna be able to kiki with her on Saturday and Sunday and have brunch like we used to, because now she got a man that she has to get to know. When I get to know him good enough, bitch, I'll come back and kick it with you a lot, or we can all do it together. But that shit used to irritate the fuck out of me from my friends, and we used to get in a lot of arguments about that. And I'll tell you one thing that I found out. As soon as them bitches got a new man, or a man that they actually fucking liked, they did the same shit they were accusing me of. So that's why I say women be on some fugazi bullshit when they say that dumb shit. Now, what I will admit to is that I did have a moment where I ended up having a new job. And the new job was so demanding that I wasn't spending any time with any friend. In that moment, yes, I agree with them. I was not giving a lot of energy and effort to my friends because my job had me stressed the fuck out. But that other shit, it's for the fucking birds. I hate when bitches say that because it's lies. Y'all do the same shit. Anytime a new nigga come in your life that y'all like, it gotta be a nigga that you really like and give a fuck about, y'all gonna give time to. So stop berating your friends. Stop putting labels on your friends. Stop disrespecting your friendships, saying that they're low energy or low effort just because they're in love or they met somebody that they fucking like. Y'all bitches are liars.
So you don't think it's possible to like get with somebody new and still balance your friends too?
You can balance them, but I'm not going to give a whole bunch of energy to my friends who I've known for 15, 20 years when I just met this new nigga that I just met a month ago. I need to get to know him. If you're my real friend, you should know that. Because my real friends, let me tell you another thing. My real friends, I don't talk to them every day. I don't talk to them every single day. My best friend, Danny, we probably talk maybe once every 2 weeks. I'll probably see her once a month. But you know what? She a true, real bitch. You know why? Because as soon as we talk, it's like we picked up where we left off.
Yeah, that's
and
what
shit messed up. Ain't nothing. She don't even fucking complain. She never says anything to me. Mm-hmm. She's the only friend that has never said anything to me about, oh, you got new friends. Like when I start meeting you and I start hanging out with you a lot, she would see that shit on Instagram. You think she went and texted me, oh, you got low effort. You're not being your best friend. No. She was like, oh, she's pretty. Who's that? That's what she said. That's what real bitches do. Congratulate. They don't complain.
I was gonna say that.
The fuck?
So I know we talk about like low energy friendships and stuff like that. So I'm what you call a low maintenance friend.
What does that mean? Okay,
so kind of what you were saying. Like I don't feel like a friend needs to talk to me every day. Gotcha. I don't feel like a friend needs to hang out with me every day or whatever the case may be. I'm a friend too that if I come, let's say you lived in Philly. Okay. And I go to Philly, I don't need to see you every single day. Okay. I might feel like, hey, I'll let you know I'm coming to town. If we can link up at some point during the weekend, cool. Yeah. I'm not going to be like, hey, I need to see you every single day. Or I'm not going to be hit. If you say, hey, I'm really busy, like this weekend ain't really the best weekend for me. All right, cool. Catch you next time. It ain't going to be like I'm guilt tripping you like not for you not being available. Yes. Or I come in town, I'm expecting you to be off work so we can hang out together. Like I understand you have a life and life don't stop just because I came in town. I agree. So I can go missing not missing, but me and my friends might not talk for maybe a month or two, but if the phone ring and I answer it, it's like we never left. Exactly. Because unless you did some shit to me or whatever the case may be, and I don't fuck with you like that, we're still friends. Still cool. Like even if, and I'm not about to be now. Granted, I understand some people you might have to check in with because there are friends who really won't say anything. They won't say anything if they're going through something. Yes. But then you got other people that'll turn around and flip that. Like, well, you didn't check on me and I was going through X, Y, Z. Bitch, I didn't know you was going through X, Y, and Z because you didn't say anything. So don't turn that around and then say that I wasn't being a good friend because I don't read minds. Yes. But I would consider myself a low maintenance friend. I'm not gonna hit people up like, oh, why haven't we hung out? Why haven't we texted? Whatever the case may be. I'm very much so a doer. Like when I hit you about plans, how many plans have I said we was gonna do and you just would look up and be like, I wonder what happened to that. Like a lot of times when I hit you about something, hey, we're gonna go to Panama City. Hey, we're gonna go here. It happens. Yeah. So whatever I say I'm gonna do for the most part, I do. And I'm a type of friend where people will know if I mention this, Wendy gonna be down. Or if I say the money due on this day, she gonna come through with the money on this day. Lord. And she ain't gonna be coming through with,
Jesus. Okay, let's not even, you know how we feel about them trips. Them trips and the money.
Yeah, but I think that your friend should talk to his friend and say this is how, he's feeling. Too.
And I think he feels... Well, okay, I'll speak specifically on the one he says is close friend. That's the one I really feel like he needs to talk to.
Yeah, that new particular.
Friend, no, it's like...
Give it a little bit and see what it's going to do. But that's the person that you're really feeling the most hurt about. The person that you have the closest relationship with. So you kind of want to ask some real questions like, well, how come we never really hang out? Or can we put some more effort into making concrete plans to hang out? Because friendships do require energy. They require... both people to put things in.
Yes.
It's a relationship that requires nurturing. So the same way you would nurture a love relationship,
Gotta nurture
the same way you got to nurture a friendship with a person that is not romantic. It still needs nurturing.
It still needs nurturing. It definitely. And you made a good point a few minutes ago. You were like, with friendships, if they're your real friendships, there are going to be times where you're going to have hard conversations. And I know everybody's not good at that. And I get that because I used to not be good at that back in the day. I used to shy away from it because I used to feel like I'm too spicy. So if I get in this conversation, I know I'm going to hurt somebody's feelings because I know how my mouth is and it's not intentional. Things that come out of my mouth are never intentional. It's just, I'm just like that. I'm just naturally like that. So I used to shy away from like talking to my best friends about some shit maybe they did to me that I didn't like, or something they did or said, or the way they moved, the energy. I used to just be like, I'm just not gonna say no, I'm just gonna let it ride. But now much older, I know that conversations have to be had and you just have to approach it differently. And you have to approach every friend in a certain way too. Because every friend
requires something different.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't approach Wendy the same way I approach Danny. I wouldn't approach Danny the same way I approach Kat. These are all of my friends. I only got 3. So I'm just saying, like, everybody is approached differently. And I know what triggers some people. I know what triggers others and what does not trigger others. So to my homeboy, I really think, like you said, you need to talk to your friend, a close friend, figure out why they're calling you and texting you, making plans and not following through, or why they're not texting and answering you at all. I don't know. It could be some that might be related to just life. It might be
I'm about to say, have the conversation and then leave it at that. Allow people to then show you who they are after that. After you've expressed how you felt, then you can see how people move from there. Yeah, because now you know that they know how you feel and how their actions are affecting you. And what I'm learning from somebody else, they told me you had to start loving people where they are. So even when everybody's not going to do or say what you want them to do. They're not going to act the way you would act. They're not going to say the same things you would say. So when you start to see people move a certain way, like just allow it to be what it's going to be. Like, because otherwise you continue to keep being upset. You're going to keep allowing yourself to be upset when you get disappointed over and over and over again. So don't go into things with expectations for how you feel like this person is supposed to act, what they're supposed to say, or how things are supposed to go. And just allow people to show you exactly what they're going to do.
That's good for relationships too. Yeah. Not just friendship, just relationships, period. Mm-hmm. I like that. I think, was it Maya Angelou that said that? She said something like that, like when people show you who they are, believe them or something like that.
Yeah, and people say the other one, allow people to do what they're going to do so you can see what they would rather do.
Ooh, I've never heard that one.
Don't say shit. Just sit back and watch the movie. And because people going to do what they want to do, but that shows you what they would rather be doing.
I like that. I'm going to write that one down. Mm-hmm. I like that one. So yeah, guys, that's in a nutshell. That's our take on low effort, low energy friendships / relationships. I think that was really profound. You dropped some baby jewels on that. So, y'all, that's all we got for today. Don't forget, swicychicks@gmail.com. Send in your questions if you have any. Make sure you subscribe. Follow us on IG. Her IG is
The Pretty Hustler, DA Pretty Hustler, one word.
And I'm Jada_Kiss01. Make sure you like and comment on YouTube. Our YouTube link is in my bio on my IG, and you can also just go to YouTube and just type in Spicy Chicks. It's gonna pop up. All right, guys. See you later. Thanks.